Hey, what up guys? This is Martin here from Kodiak, your favorite chap. Is here from Poland, showing up like always, and today we're gonna talk about looksmaxing. Yes, looksmaxing, and why looksmaxing is actually making you ugly, subconsciously. And there's many reasons as to why this is happening. And to all of you who are not familiar with this term of looksmaxing basically is a practice of men, especially young men, who are really trying to maximize their looks, with the face especially, with their eyebrows, with growing out their hair. Some guys take it a little bit too far, but they want to, have these hollow cheeks. They want to have the best jawline. They're so obsessed with the face. It's ridiculous to some degree. But at the same time, I get it, because today, this especially, thanks to the social media world, the world and guys are heavily judged based on how they look, especially around the face. But at the same time, I get a lot of messages every single day from guys, especially young guys, who are really practicing looksmaxing, and they're still struggling with getting laid, getting women, or just being a good person. So, why is this happening to you? The reason why you're not really experiencing so much success despite your looksmaxing obsession is because you have to realize that your value as a man goes way beyond just your looks. And this is the thing that all of these looksmaxing guys fail to understand. It's almost like they turn into little, girls. They become so obsessed with how their face looks like. They always try to find the best angles, the best lighting, and in a way, they're self-sabotaging themselves. It's destroying their self-confidence in so many ways. Because all you guys who are practicing this, you look up at all these, different calculators, all these different, things that analyze your face, and they're telling you that you're ugly, and they're doing it on purpose, man. Because a lot of these, guys who sell these kind of programs and looksmaxing courses, they want to make money off you. They want to make you feel like you're some kind of beta male, that you're not attractive enough. Even though you might be a really good-looking guy, you might be an 8, realistically, but these apps are telling you that you're a 6. And they're doing it for a good reason, because they want to manipulate a lot of you guys. And I'm sick and tired of this, because I get a lot of these little, clips and reels on Facebook or Instagram. And bro, a lot of these guys take it way too fucking far. They get so obsessed, they get so self-centered, and they completely ignore the fact, they completely ignore the whole purpose of looksmaxing. It's the exact same thing like with Nofap. Nofap was originally just supposed to be a practice of, self-discipline, getting rid of your corn addiction, etc. Becoming a more masculine human being. But a lot of guys treat Nofap and semen retention like it's some kind of religion, They get so obsessed with it, They get so rigid and structured with it, and they can't even live a normal life. Yet, they're still not getting laid. Why? Because they're, so obsessed with this whole thing, and they ignore the purpose of it, which is kind of like the same thing that's happening with looksmaxing. So the point is, just focusing on your looks as a man is not enough. Yes, at the same time, I'm all in for improving your looks, because I've taken myself from being, ugly to relatively good looking. I can show you some photos here. But the whole thing is, your value as a man goes way beyond just your looks. It's like looks get you in the door, and that's like half the battle. When you have that instant attraction from women, yeah, that's great. It's amazing. But at the same time, excuse me, as soon as you open your mouth when you're talking to these chicks, and they realize that you're a nobody, you can't even talk. You can't even have good body language. You can't have a conversation. You have no social skills. You have no charisma, intelligence. You have no finesse. It's useless, man. It's not really advantageous to you. Do you see how I'm coming from with this? It's just like with having money. It's just like you can have all the money in the world, but you're fat. You have no skills. You have no finesse. Then girls are just gonna vamoose you. They're just gonna use you for your money. You know, they're going to manipulate you. It's kind of the same thing with like looksmaxing. Because there's a lot of really good looking guys, they get so self-obsessed. They get so, you know, addicted to these, you know, these calculators, these, you know, little tricks, these supplements, these little, you know, pills and whatever, right? All these, you know, mewing and everything, that they completely forget the whole point of looksmaxing, which is the point of, I mean, looksmaxing originated from the practice of men, you know, becoming better looking, you know, getting lean, you know, having a better haircut, you know, sometimes, you know, losing all that fat, working on your body and having, you know, a good skincare routine. This is where all of this stems from. But, you know, a lot of guys treat looksmaxing like it's some kind of religion. Like, you know, you can just do looksmaxing and bam, you know, all the women are going to want you. Which frankly is not going to be the case. You know, I live in Poland, for instance, in Eastern Europe. And I can tell you, most of the hot chicks that live here, like, you know, the chicks that are really hot, like we can talk about, you know, from let's say from 8 to 10, basically every single one that I know, they're all with mid-looking guys. They're not really attractive in the face so much, but they have other things that these women want them for. A lot of them have status and money, yeah. Some of you might argue and say that, oh, you know, she's just, you know, she just wants them for the money. Yeah, it might be true. But this is where all this comes from. You know, some of these guys have incredible confidence. They have amazing social skills. They have a great sense of humor. They have charisma, social intelligence. They know how to talk, how to, you know, operate, how to move, how to have good body language, how to be dominant, masculine. And these women are attracted to that, you know. And you think that you can just turn into this little, you know, femboy who, you know, who just focuses, you know, on looksmaxing all the time, and you think you're going to get all the girls. Bro, it's not going to happen. I mean, some of these guys that practice looksmaxing, I think some of them are borderline, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Some of these guys look like gays, honestly, a lot of them. They, you know, start wearing like these earrings, right? They start wearing makeup, which is, I mean, that's a little weird and messed up in my opinion, but it's your thing. It's your life. So the bottom line is, looksmaxing will not get you laid. You know, there's a lot of guys who are really good looking, even guys who don't practice looksmaxing, but they, you know, solely just focus on their looks, and they think that just because, you know, they're attractive, they're supposed to get girls. No. It's the furthest from the truth, because I used to believe that lie, man, when I was younger. I used to think, oh, you know, if I can just lose that weight and get a better haircut and just, you know, be attractive and bro, you know, all girls are going to be into me. You know, occasionally you're going to get the girl, you know, who's going to approach you and who's going to start a conversation with you, but it's still rare. It's still rare because girls are going to be intimidated by you, you know. Yeah, that's actually one of the cons of looksmaxing yourself in a good way. You're actually, when you become really attractive, you actually scare a lot of girls off. You intimidate a lot of girls because they know that they can't have you. They know that you're not on their level. They know that you're above them. So a lot of girls will actually reject you when you're too hot for them. Believe me. Because they have all kinds of, you know, preconceived notions and beliefs about you. And yeah, they may think you're a cheater, you're a liar, or that you're going to abuse them and leave them. Yeah, that's what we're going to think of you. So, you know, obviously you don't want to, I'm not saying you shouldn't practice looksmaxing, that you shouldn't focus on your appearance. That's not what I'm saying here. But you should focus on building the complete package. That's your goal as a man. So, just focus on you and work on your social skills. That's it. Don't take it too seriously, because you want to be a balanced man. You want to be a top man in every single quality. You know, with your fitness, with your money, with your social skills, with being a totally capable, dominant man. You don't just want to be a looksmaxer and completely ignore and negate everything else, because you're going to get sidetracked if you think like that. You know, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just going to end the video right here. And yeah, I wish you a beautiful weekend. Stay strong.